Well, at 7 o'clock in the morning in Franklin, woke up, had to do my business. Nearly fell out of the bunk bed the last step or so, just couldn't find it or slipped. Boom, right in the floor. I landed on my feet, but anyway, there's a free breakfast at the Baptist church, and I thought I'd partake, see what it's like, even though I'm not really hungry. I'm sure once I get one or two into me, I'll feel more like it. And, well, it's all part of the experience, and that's why I'm out here. And, we'll see how it goes. Last night wasn't so bad, had a little trouble getting to sleep, but in the bunk bed, then around midnight, I think, I finally nodded off, and pretty solid. So one of the better night's sleep I've had. That hostel is definitely, what's the right word? Low priced for a reason. You could hear the other people in another room talking. Even the light was coming through the ceiling from their room into our room. Somebody was playing heavy metal in the middle of the night. I think it was the woman who had the stomach problem. Anyway, whatever, I guess, makes you restful and makes you want to go to sleep.
My family and my parents live next door.
I don't even, I love to see.
Well, I had the pancake breakfast, went up for seconds. Almost got a double serving that time. I had trouble getting it all down. Pancakes, bacon, some coffee cake. They had some cut up fruit. They had, they didn't have a real maple syrup, but they had, the Aunt Jemima, and they had, lots of jellies and jams. Somebody had made some apple butter and strawberry jams and stuff. Lots of margarine / butter in a big tub. And yeah, I keep bumping into so many of the same people all the time. We're all traveling a bubble. And quite a few people are actually taking a zero today as well. So now I'll go back here and I'll go through my food bag and try to pack it up. And let's see what time is right now. It's like 8:30. I think your checkout is 9, so that's no problem. I'll just put the pack on, start walking down to the Sapphire Inn, that's where some other hikers are, and knock on the door and see what we're going to do for the day. Anyway, it's really foggy right now, but it's supposed to hit like 70 or 80 Fahrenheit, which is like 25 Celsius or so. Should be a really nice day. Won't need a jacket. Looking forward to that. Well, I just left the hostel on the way to Sapphire Hotel, or Inn, connect with Rufus. One guy who I met on the trail gave me my trail name. He was at the hostel when I got there, so I think he had arrived the evening before. As far as I can tell, he stayed in that dank little room on his phone the entire day, and then he went to the pub and apparently got wasted, came home late, and when I was in the room after the pancake breakfast, I think he didn't get out of the bed until just after 9 o'clock this morning, and I left him sitting on the couch in that dank room on his telephone, and we're going to take another 0. So, takes all kinds for the AT. Just had some lunch at the, well, I guess they call it 50s Diner. Can't remember quite the name. Odd thing was that there's plenty of seating available, but they were telling people as they came in that there'd be like a 10-minute wait because they're backed up in the kitchen. And I thought, well, if you're just gonna have people stand at the door, at least you can have them sit down and give them a soft drink or coffee, something, you know. You can take their order, just let them know that it's going to take longer than normal. So, yeah, the hamburger was okay, nothing very special. Fries were nothing very special, unfortunately. The milkshake I ordered, nothing very special. But, you know, bumping all the other hikers are walking around town, taking a 0 day. Turned out to be beautiful blue sky. I mean, that's nice. It's looking toward downtown. I'm just doing a loop around downtown on the outside of it. Get an idea of how the people live. Small houses, big yards. Very nice place to live, I think. And that hostel, kind of ratty in comparison to the Sapphire Hotel. Definitely a step up. Not a great hotel, but it's a hotel, so at least you don't have any snoring except the people who are in the room with you. I don't think you'll hear it through the walls. Rufus pointed out some Dr. Scholl's impact protectors for my boot, so I'm going to put them in and give them a try for a couple days, see if they work okay, or maybe I'll just pull them out and drop them in a hiker box for somebody else. Other than that, you know, other than that little foot pain, I don't have any other problems. And I would have hit the trail today had I not bumped into Rufus. Not that I'm blaming him by any means. And it'd be a beautiful day out on the trail. It's like summertime, the temperatures. So you get the feeling of what it would be like to carry a pack with the sun beating down on you. Although we would be in the trees a lot. and going up and down the hills. The problem is, everybody you talk to puts the fear of the Smokies into you, being at altitude, the height gain and loss, the rainy weather that will be coming either tomorrow or the day after, and will continue for a few days. And I just think, well, we're going to be pretty experienced hikers in the rain, and we'll learn that you can never be dry, but you got to protect your down and put on dry clothes when you sleep, and just get up and go. And I'll have to get used to setting up my hammock, I think, although when the Smokies were in the shelters. That's the one thing in my back of my mind. Did I really prepare well enough for the hammock camping? And I still think maybe I should have brought a tent or bought a ultralight tent like the Z-Pack duplex. That's an awful lot of money. But, you know, people have done it with a lot heavier packs, a lot heavier equipment. They're older, they're younger, they're more infirm, and they made it. Because it's a mental challenge. You just gotta stick it out. There are people who had 3 weeks continuous rain, I think a year ago, and there's no escaping it. So pulling into a town, trying to escape weather, and end up wasting a beautiful day, not something I'm going to want to do very often. So I'll be heading back to the motel later and upload a few more videos that I've got ready. The wireless is not very fast. And make sure I'm packed, make sure I'm on the bus tomorrow, back on the trail. Just one more thing I wanted to bring up that I noticed. Little town. There are a lot of law offices and a lot of churches. I mean, there were like 5 of them, all within a block of one another, like right beside each other. And at least 2 funeral homes, and I'm not that far into town or out of town. The hospital was just over there. Already walked around. I'm walking up by the First Baptist Church again, where I had my breakfast. And anyway, and just, you know, something that things that are different that I notice from where I come from to this small town in North Carolina. You know, people are a lot more religious and a lot more legal than where I come from.